Alright, time to take Sorta Hope Trunks into the Rose Goku Black Red Zone. Now, funny enough, even though the last phase is type advantage for him, I do think that this is one of the harder phases or terms of fights for this guy. Because that first phase is extreme STR. So if this guy gets bad RNG, he takes a lot of damage probably, right? And in like, you know, turn 5-ish area, obviously you could use a standby and you get the guard anyways. So like the second phase being ints, unless you get there like turn 3, turn 4 very early, it might not really be the biggest deal. Now I do have to use a friendly because, whoa, I got shot in the banner, no way. So I don't have Trunks at least right now. But I think this is a pretty fine build for Trunks. 25 crit, 15 additional. I would love some dodge in this guy, but it is what it is. At least he's Link level 10, 90%. This should be good. How are the rotations looking? Perfect rotations, actually. I love these rotations right now. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we're getting Int Mai's 50. Oh no, that's Guasun Zamasu actually. Oopsie. Haha. Silly me. We're getting 70% defense support from Guasun Zamasu. We'll see what this guy could do. We'll just grab all these with you. So again, Trunks, with every super attack he does, he could get 10% reduction. That could get up to 30% again. That's really my one thing I don't like about this Trunks really badly. I feel like they should have just given him flat 30% damage reduction on super. I feel like there was no need to like restrict it because of the fact that his additionals, you know, he launches additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. As the second or third attacker, it's an additional that has a high chance, right? I just feel like it's just not necessary to kind of restrict it like that. That dodge is okay, I guess, right? So we can get an extra stack in with Vegeta and Trunks before they start taking some attacks. That's fine. Next time we definitely want to try and take some attacks though. So let's hope Trunks is going to be good. Again, we're just throwing him right in the brunt of things here. Well, we'll see. I'll be very impressed if he can even eat a super. But it depends on the amount of super attacks he gets. If he gets a super and 2 normals, it's not going to be looking good for this guy. But again, being fair, worst situation for this Trunks in that scenario, right? So 13, what was that? 13.4, 13.9, I forgot. But this is why you kind of want to build him with crits. Yeah, again, yeah. Yeah. And then like, oh, this is what happens when you don't build him with dodge. I mean, what am I supposed to do there, man? I mean, we got perfect rotations, and that is Trunks. Sometimes, you know, it's not uncommon for that to happen, and especially if you're not like type advantage or like he's not getting attacked much, it could really be an issue that you run into. Again, these rotation. Oh, dude, this rotation is like actually really bad. Oh, okay, like this is bad. These are bad rotations right here. You know, luckily they, dude, like, are you serious? Like, are you genuinely for real? This is just not good. It just, there's no other explanation. It's just bad. I didn't mean to grab those in orbs either. Okay, we have this attempt and we have the next attempt at the bare minimum. So maybe if Mai dodges like a super attack, we should be okay. Because I know STRM I should be okay. Super? No super, okay. Yeah, this is not really preferred, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, this guy, she got her double super. She should be fighting against the super attack. It just really depends on if she gets a double super or not, right? That's the biggest issue. Other than normal's okay, okay. She should obviously be able to tank if she gets supered. No super attack, huh? Not at all. Interesting. So I turn off the intros because obviously we don't really need the intros anymore. So we're fine there. At least Vegeta will do some good damage, right? Again, we should be hopefully okay. The blues in the third slot could probably do a good amount of damage themselves because they're facing the Realm of God's enemy, right? We'll just do this, right? We'll just, yeah, let's just grab this here. Bam. We'll grab this. We'll bring this down here. Then we'll give you all these. Okay. That should be fine. Hopefully just not, like, instant super attack and Vegeta and Trunks will be okay. Yeah, this should be good now against the super attack. I mean, one good thing about this team is that we're at over 700k HP, so we have a lot of leeway. Like, even if they take, like, a 500k super attack here, we're perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, this should be okay. I would assume, like, 460? Yeah, 400k. They're perfectly good. Now, it all depends on Trunks here. Is this Trunks going to get, like, his additional super attacks this time? Or is it going to fraud us out one more time? I mean, we'll see. The crit did come through this time. Okay, awesome. I think, you know, again, the thing with the additional super attacks is that you get an extra 30% defense and the extra 10% damage reduction. Like, right here, this is a turn where Trunks is cooking. For sure. Like, he's cooking right here, right? The additional normal right there. 23k still. I mean, I guess I'll take that with no support for sure, like on his very first turn, because this guy would hit him very hard. I mean, he hits for 550k normals, just type neutral, right? And then that's not even counting the extreme class boost and the type disadvantage boost. He probably is hitting for like 700k normals plus. So this Trunks taking 23k damage, I definitely will be okay with that. You know what would be good if like he barely doesn't kill? And then we can kill this turn. Oh, this is really good, actually. I would like to... Yeah, we'll actually get we'll get STR my 1 super attack here. And what's going to happen with that is that'll actually let us take advantage of the fact that now she only has to get 1 extra super this turn. Sweet. Okay, that should be good. Okay, good job, Mai. You should finish them off. Sweet. Of course, all our supports are just on this other rotation. It's truly fantastic, man. All right, Vegito. Cooking, you're going to cook here with the guaranteed dodges. That's going to be good. We'll float you off, though. I could get the Vegeta and Trunks active skill here, which I think I will. Go ahead and use that. Why not? Oh, wait, I had to skip on. I didn't mean to have to skip on. Oopsie. That's my fault. All right, good job there. I will probably use the Sensu Bean that I have here, just so we could, like, not instantly die. Vegeta and Trunks should be good. We'll grab this with you. We'll grab this with Trunks. Trunks doesn't have to hit a certain key level, so I guess that's one good thing about Trunks, him not having to, like, be like, oh, I'll have to be at, like, specifically 24 key or something, right? I mean, if we see Trunks in the middle eat a super, as long as it gets the additionals, he will basically take double digits from that, right? Not really an issue at all. So, this is Vegeta and Trunks the second turn. You know, funny enough, when we get the active skill with this Trunks that's in the middle, obviously this next turn, if we even reach there, we could actually put Vegeta and Trunks in the second slot and they'll be fine. And we'll get the 50% support. Alright, there's Trunks cooking here. And again, like in this situation, now that we get to this phase, now it's like, okay, that crit build could really come in clutch if he's doing all these super attacks. Like Trunks, if there's one thing this boy does is a lot of damage. He could really swoop through some of these bosses if he's critting. Now right here, it did not crit, but he should eat this super attack very well with the 30% reduction. Yeah, 182k. That's pretty good. From this Rose Goku Black boss, that is definitely impressive. Would I like it to be a little better, though? I mean, there's no support. But I'm like, you know, I feel like, it's okay with just 30% reduction. He's supposed to, and counting the damage he did, I definitely will be accepting of that. Okay, we'll get the blues here. Bam. Guasu and Zamasu could just grab this, and then Mai could just grab this. And then I will use the Sensu Bean again, just to be 100% safe. I don't think we kill this turn, by the way, so that's good as well. Since we're not going to kill this turn, we'll obviously get some attacks in next turn. Okay, sweet. So I mean Trunks, I think we got a good showing of him. We got where he could like absolutely just be suck, right? And then we're getting situations right here where he's actually really good. Now, more times than not, I feel like he'll be closer to like being in the middle, right? Solid. I don't think he's always gonna be getting like, you know, these multiple supers turns, but it's not like he's always gonna be like not getting any additional supers, because it's a great chance to a high chance, right? I feel like it's a common occurrence. You'll see both sides, but more than likely what's gonna happen is you'll get the first super, then the great chance, and then the other two, like the last two, are like when it's kind of iffy. You're okay though. Yeah, because you have the 50% reduction. That did quite a lot of damage. That's why I'm glad I healed. Let's use the standby here. But like, just first, before we use the standby, what is our defense at? 600k. Yeah, usually I'm like turn 6, 600k defense. So once we use the standby, he will be able to finish things off, right? And we'll get a little flashy finish, kind of. We won't be able to use the finish skill. I feel like obviously in these like longer, like, not longer, shorter events, right? The finish skill is not going to be a likely thing you'll see. I mean, obviously, especially if you have this guy in a team with Future Gohan, you're probably not going to get the finish skill in a lot of situations unless you're against Omega. Now, obviously, I think standby Starter Hope Trunks, this guy, you could argue, is the best unit in the game on this specific turn. He's just doing a lot, right? I mean, in the first slot, he has guard, 50% damage reduction. But you know, he's at 480k defense here with guard and 50% reduction. Guess what that means? He takes no damage. He's gonna do a pretty good attack stat here, and he could do 5 super attacks in the turn, which is obviously just very disgusting. Just doing 5 supers. I mean, this first super attack is doing 17 mil, and then obviously he could follow up with just 4 additionals, and then his defense is being raised every single like super attack he does. It's just like he can't be killed, and then he's doing like so much damage, right? I mean, it's crazy. The only thing this guy would be missing is like actual like you know, like, oh, key 3 attack and defense to all eyes or something, right? But he is creating rainbow key spheres. Funny enough, I think he would have done only potentially 4 super attacks here, because of the fact that I didn't think I grabbed 5 orbs with him. You do need to make sure you grab 5 key spheres to get the extra guaranteed additional. But obviously, I didn't even care about grabbing it. I just grabbed the HP so we could like heal. But obviously, it wouldn't have really mattered either way in this specific turn. Now, I guess I'll explain his standby skill again, just in case you're not aware, before we finish off, because we couldn't see it here. But with every attack you do, you build up the standby meter gauge by 1. So obviously, this Trunk's doing 5 attacks. That means you're going to build it up by 5 for like this Trunk specifically. And let's say, usually I've seen like, you know, 13, 14, 15 is the charge count you'll get for this sort of hope. Because like so many of these characters are doing additionals, right? We have the blue Vegetos, we have the, you know, even the STR Mai, we have Vegeta and Trunks doing additionals. This Trunks does additionals. If you're running Future Gohan, he does additionals. Like every good unit, look, mostly every good unit, like Bulma, GT Duo, the Dragon Ball Z Duo, you know, 5th anniversary Blue Gogeta even. Just you can go on and down the list. Besides like Orange Piccolo, like all these characters do additionals. So what happens with that is, with each charge count, you raise attack 50% temporarily, and then obviously do the super ultimate damage to the enemy. And that is able to really just... doing a lot of damage with that is, just putting it lightly, right? I mean, you can go look at the Omega Shenron video I did, which should have been up yesterday, but in that Omega video, Trunks, like, absolutely just cooked really well. He did chef's meal Trunks, honestly. He really did quite fantastic in that situation. But yeah, I think he also looked fine here, right? I'm not going to say he looked good because of the fact that we saw that, first situation, but I'll give him good, right? In the second round, he did look quite powerful. I just wouldn't expect him to take super attacks, obviously, from an extreme S-tier enemy turn 1. Maybe he'll take like 600k and live, but obviously that wouldn't still be good in itself, right? But it's fine considering he's type disadvantage. I'm not gonna hold him against it. I feel like maybe if he tanked a little better, like 182k, like again, I would have been fine if it's like, oh, he always gets the 30% reduction. But there's situations where, oh, you get one super attack in that phase, and then you're taking like 100k plus extra damage, right? And it's just like, okay, thanks, man. I don't know. I would have liked just the consistency pre-standby, but definitely post-standby, this Trunks is absurd. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.